The year was 1970. It was a time of great change and upheaval in America. The country was grappling with numerous social and political issues, but one of the most pressing concerns was the environment. Pollution was rampant, and the consequences were becoming impossible to ignore. America faced a pollution problem. Rivers caught fire, smog choked cities, industrial waste was dumped into waterways without a second thought, and the air quality in many urban areas was hazardous to health. The situation was dire, and the public was growing increasingly aware and concerned about the environmental degradation happening around them. President Nixon responded by creating the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. This new agency was tasked with addressing the environmental crises and enforcing regulations to protect the air, water, and land. It was a monumental step forward, signaling a commitment to environmental stewardship and public health. Initially, the EPA focused on air and water quality. They conducted extensive testing and research to understand the extent of pollution and its impact on ecosystems and human health. The agency implemented regulations that led to significant improvements, such as cleaner rivers and reduced air pollution. These early successes were celebrated as victories for the environment and the American people. Over time, its power grew. The EPA's mandate expanded to include a wide range of environmental issues, from hazardous waste management to chemical safety. The agency's influence extended into various sectors of the economy, and its regulatory framework became increasingly complex. This growth was driven by the need to address emerging environmental challenges and protect public health. It now regulates almost every aspect of American life. The EPA's reach extends from the food we eat to the air we breathe, and even the products we use daily. The agency conducts inspections and enforces regulations to ensure compliance with environmental laws. This comprehensive approach aims to safeguard the environment and public health, but it also means that the EPA's presence is felt in many areas of life. From farms to factories, the EPA's reach is vast. Farmers must adhere to regulations on pesticide use and water management, while factories are subject to strict emissions standards and waste disposal rules. The agency's oversight is intended to prevent environmental harm and promote sustainable practices, but it also imposes significant responsibilities on businesses and individuals. This expansion has come at a cost. States feel powerless. Businesses struggle under regulations. The complexity and stringency of EPA rules can be overwhelming, leading to frustration and financial strain. Some argue that the agency's approach is too rigid and that it stifles innovation and economic growth. The tension between environmental protection and economic development is a persistent challenge. The EPA's overreach hurts more than it helps. Critics claim that the agency's extensive regulations create unnecessary burdens and hinder progress. They point to closed businesses and lost jobs as evidence of the negative impact. Protests and legal battles have emerged as stakeholders push back against what they see as excessive government intervention. It's time for a change. There is a growing call for a more balanced approach that protects the environment while also supporting economic vitality. Activists and policymakers are advocating for reforms that streamline regulations and promote collaboration between the EPA, states, and businesses. The goal is to create a sustainable future where environmental health and economic prosperity go hand in hand. America is a diverse nation. Each state has unique environments and challenges. California is not Kansas. What works in Maine may not work in Arizona. States are closest to the problems. They understand the needs of their people. They can tailor solutions to local conditions. State environmental agencies already exist. They are capable and experienced. Freeing them from federal control allows for innovation. It allows for flexibility. The EPA boasts about protecting the environment. But what about protecting jobs? What about protecting businesses? EPA regulations are costly. They stifle innovation. They force businesses to spend money on compliance, not growth. New energy projects are delayed or canceled. Manufacturing faces endless hurdles. Small businesses struggle to keep up. This hurts everyone. Fewer jobs mean less opportunity. Less investment means a weaker economy. America needs energy independence. We cannot rely on foreign sources. Yet the EPA makes it harder to produce our own energy. Regulations on oil and gas exploration tie our hands. Limits on new pipelines make us vulnerable. This weakens our position on the world stage. A strong economy is vital for national security. A strong military needs a strong industrial base. The EPA's regulations work against this goal. Unequal impacts, unequal opportunities. In this section, we delve into the disparities created by environmental policies and how they affect different communities in varied ways. The Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, claims to protect everyone equally. Their mission is to ensure that all Americans are safeguarded from significant risks to human health and the environment where they live, learn, and work. However, the reality on the ground often tells a different story. Despite their noble intentions, the EPA's policies frequently hit the poorest communities the hardest. These neighborhoods, already struggling with various socioeconomic challenges, find themselves bearing the brunt of stringent regulations. One of the most significant impacts is seen in rising energy costs. Regulations aimed at reducing emissions and promoting cleaner energy sources often lead to higher utility bills. For low-income families, this can be devastating. They already operate on tight budgets, and any increase in expenses can push them further into financial distress. These families end up paying a higher percentage of their income on energy bills compared to wealthier households. This means they have to make tough choices, such as cutting back on essential items like groceries, healthcare, or education, just to keep the lights on. Another significant impact is job losses in industries that are heavily regulated. Factories and plants that cannot afford to comply with new regulations may shut down or relocate, leading to layoffs. The most vulnerable workers, often those with the least education and skills, are the first to lose their jobs. These industrial jobs are more than just a source of income. They offer a pathway to the middle class, providing stability and opportunities for advancement. When these jobs disappear, it's not just a paycheck that's lost, but a chance at a better future. The EPA's approach, while well-intentioned, often exacerbates existing inequalities. Affluent neighborhoods with their resources and political clout can better absorb the costs of compliance or even influence policy changes. In contrast, poorer areas lack the means to adapt, leading to a widening gap between the rich and the poor. Ultimately, the current approach limits opportunities for those who need them most. Young people in these communities face a bleak future with fewer job prospects and greater financial uncertainty. Families are left grappling with the dual burden of higher costs and reduced incomes, making it harder to break the cycle of poverty. To create a truly equitable society, it is crucial to rethink and reform these policies. Community involvement and advocacy for fairer regulations can help ensure that the benefits of environmental protection are shared more equally, without disproportionately harming those who are already vulnerable. Empowering the states, empowering the people. Shutting down the EPA is not about abandoning environmental protection. It's about doing it smarter. It's about trusting the states. States can experiment with different approaches. They can share best practices and learn from each other. This fosters competition and innovation. It leads to better solutions tailored to local needs. A future of freedom and prosperity. Imagine a future without the EPA's heavy hand. Businesses can thrive. Innovation can flourish. Picture a world where entrepreneurs are free to explore new ideas without the burden of excessive regulations. In this world, small businesses can grow into large corporations, and large corporations can innovate without fear of bureaucratic red tape. The spirit of entrepreneurship is alive and well, driving economic growth and creating countless opportunities for everyone. States can compete to attract businesses and create jobs. Each state can tailor its policies to best suit its unique strengths and resources. This competition fosters a dynamic and responsive economic environment, where businesses can find the best conditions to thrive. Workers benefit from a diverse job market, and communities flourish as new industries take root and grow. The power of local governance ensures that the needs of the people are met more effectively. This leads to a stronger national economy. As businesses grow and prosper, they contribute to a robust and resilient economy. Consumers have more choices, and competition drives prices down while improving quality. The stock market reflects this growth, with rising indices and increased investor confidence. A thriving economy means better job opportunities, higher wages, and an improved standard of living for all citizens. We can achieve true energy independence by embracing a diverse mix of energy sources, including renewable energy like solar and wind, as well as natural gas. We can reduce our reliance on foreign oil. This not only strengthens our national security, but also promotes environmental sustainability. Energy independence means stable energy prices and a more resilient energy grid, capable of meeting the demands of a growing economy. We can protect our environment while also protecting our prosperity. Sustainable practices and innovative technologies allow us to enjoy the beauty of nature without sacrificing economic growth. Clean rivers, lush forests, and vibrant city parks are not just dreams, but achievable realities. Families can enjoy outdoor activities and wildlife can thrive in their natural habitats. A balanced approach ensures that we leave a healthy planet for future generations. This is not a radical idea. It is a return to the principles that have guided our nation since its founding. The belief in limited government, individual liberty, and the power of free markets has always been at the core of the American dream. These principles have driven our greatest achievements and will continue to do so in the future. It's a return to the principles of limited government and individual liberty. By empowering individuals and communities, we can build a future where freedom and prosperity go hand in hand. A future where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and where the American dream is alive and well for generations to come. Addressing concerns, ensuring a smooth transition. Some worry about what will happen to EPA employees. We will ensure a smooth transition. Generous severance packages will be offered. Retraining programs will help displaced workers find new opportunities. The goal is not to punish hardworking individuals. It's to create a more efficient and effective system. Conclusion: a new era of environmental stewardship. The EPA has outlived its usefulness. It's time for a new era of environmental stewardship. Let's empower the states. Let's unleash the power of innovation. Let's build a brighter future for all Americans. The time for change is now. Let's shut down the EPA and embrace a future of freedom and prosperity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the complex landscape of governance, economy, and environmental stewardship. As we move forward, your support is crucial. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us create more content like this. Together, we can build a brighter, freer, and more prosperous future. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more insightful content.